What if the next golden chapter in Lakers history is not written with slam dunks or buzzer beaters, but decided in whispered conversations behind closed doors? Could the true destiny of purple and gold lie not on the hardwood, but within the tangled webs of front office power plays, cryptic trade negotiations, and shadowy financial gambits? What if the crown jewel moments we dream of championship parades, finals MVP trophies, legacy-defining runs, are being shaped right now in a high-stakes game of chess, far away from the bright lights of the Staples Center? Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where raw truth meets purple and gold passion. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a second of this drama. Right now, the Lakers are at a crossroads, a moment that feels both familiar and surreal, a cocktail of hope and heartbreak. The latest swirling rumors suggest that the Lakers front office is feverishly strategizing a seismic roster overhaul that could redefine the franchise's trajectory for years to come. But what is really unfolding behind the scenes? The whispers about potential mega trades, salary cap maneuvers, and long-term financial commitments are becoming louder, and the stakes couldn't be higher. We've seen bruising battles in the past remember the roller coaster of the Kobe-Shaq era, the painful post-Kobe rebuild, and the high-risk gamble of the LeBron era. And yet here we are, once again staring into the abyss, wondering if this will be the season the Lakers finally break through, or another chapter of agonizing almost. The drama isn't only about wins and losses anymore. It's about a front office balancing the heavy expectations of Lakers Nation with the brutal economics of the modern NBA landscape. LeBron James, the kingpin of the Lakers' destiny, is at the epicenter of the storm. His presence is a double-edged sword, the lifeline for a championship push, but also a looming question mark with his contract and the aging clock ticking relentlessly. Can the Lakers build a championship roster that complements him effectively without mortgaging the future? Anthony Davis remains the linchpin, his health informed the most delicate of barometers. Limited injury weeks have felt like an emotional roller coaster, with moments of brilliance often overshadowed by physical setbacks. And then there's Austin Reeves, the young and underrated spark plugging in quietly, showing what true hustle and heart mean on this stage. But does the current core have enough? Or is it time for another seismic shakeup? A bold move that might either propel the Lakers back to glory or plunge them deeper into the rebuild. The front office has electrified rumors with talks of pursuing a star trade, juggling the tricky salary cap while navigating the tangled mess of contracts and bird rights. Names of potential trade targets dance through the grapevine, from explosive young talents to proven veterans itching to chase a ring. But at what cost? Could the Lakers give up vital role players, future draft picks, or even long-term cap flexibility to grab a trophy this window? And what about the looming luxury tax implications? The financial stakes are staggering, and the organization seems caught between calculating prudence and the desperate impulse to strike now or risk fading into irrelevance. It ignites a silent war, a tug-of-war between those who see the window as wide open and those urging patience and development. History has taught Lakers fans familiar lessons. The franchise has soared to unparalleled glory, then fallen into despair multiple times. We're still haunted by the ghost of that post-Kobe void, the failed experimentations that followed, the short-lived flashes of hope shattered by injuries or mismanagement. But every setback was met with a reawakening, a phoenix rising fueled by legends and new blood alike. The current saga feels equally monumental. Are we witnessing the last breaths of a fading dynasty, or the dawn of a revived empire ready to reclaim its throne? Could this all-season maneuvering be the key that unlocks not just a title, but a new era of Lakers basketball reshaped by savvy front office vision and unrelenting star power? Or is the franchise teetering on the edge of chaos, risking alienating core talent and fracturing locker room chemistry for short-term gain? And then, amid this swirling vortex of speculation and strategy, are the intangible forces, the fan base's heartbeat, the weight of Lakers lore, and the relentless pressure that comes with wearing these colors. Who can forget the emotional roller coaster we've endured with LeBron's heroics and Adou's enigmatic brilliance? The moments that once felt distant are now painfully tangible, and every trade rumor becomes a dagger or a beacon of hope. The silence from management at times only fuels the fire. What are they really plotting? And Austin Reeves, the scrappy guard becoming a fan favorite, represents the hope that grit and determination can defy the odds. Could this kid be the secret ingredient? The piece the puzzle desperately needs? Or is he just a glimmer in a much bigger storm brewing? As a lifelong Lakers fan, I can't help but feel both exhilarated and anxious, like standing at the edge of a cliff, staring into a foggy abyss with only the faintest glow of hope guiding the way. The stakes have never been higher, nor the uncertainty more palpable. We are all yearning for that unmistakable Lakers resurgence, but the path is shadowed by questions none of us have answers to yet. Are the decisions made in the suites going to crown us champions or chain us to years of disappointment? More importantly, can the pieces in the locker room, from the unstoppable will of LeBron to the fragile health of Adou and the emergent energy of Reeves, withstand the pressure cooker of expectations? But what do you think? Are we witnessing the rebirth of an empire or just another cycle of highs and lows for the purple and gold? Drop your take in the comments. I'll be reading every one. If you're breathing purple and gold right now, lean in close and yell this like your life depends on it. We're not just watching history, we're living IT. And if you're not all in, you might as well turn off the TV. Now, I'm telling you straight, the tension swirling around this team cuts deeper than a last-second buzzer beater in Game 7. Because what's happening isn't just basketball. It's the fate of LeBron's legacy hanging by a thread thicker than the sweat leaking down his face during those iconic playoff runs. Think about it. LeBron is no longer just a beast on the court. He's the grand architect of a finale that has to be nothing short of epic, because every second ticking on that contract clock is a second closer to the sunset on an era that has carried this franchise on its broad, battle-worn shoulders. What does that mean for Adou? For years, Davis has been the wild card capable of flipping games like a switch, but often sidelined by that nagging injury bug, the eternal what if, lurking behind every single highlight reel. Can the Lakers trust that he stays upright long enough to be the kingmaker LeBron desperately needs? Or do they have to strategize yet again, hoping Reeves' diamond in the rough can fill gaps? Not just with hustle, but leadership, heart, and clutch performances that defy his underdog status? Imagine if this scrappy kid becomes the secret weapon not just next to LeBron and AD, but the bridge to a brand new identity that fuses rugged grit with star power. And then throw Bronny into this wild mix. He's not just LeBron's son anymore. He's a symbol of future hope, a potential franchise cornerstone nobody can ignore. What if the Lakers front office, wheeling and dealing in the shadows, is plotting moves around him, aiming to build a team that doesn't just win now, but shapes a dynasty that lasts his entire career? Now pinch yourself, because you're looking at a makeover that extends way beyond draft picks and free agents. New billionaires stepping into the arena isn't just a fresh face counting zeros on the checkbook. It's a cultural seismic shift inside that purple and gold palace built by Jeannie Buss, who's still sitting in the captain's chair but facing new voices with pockets deep enough to bend the salary cap rules. Change the Lakers' identity, even redefine how LA basketball warfare is waged. The dynamic inside those front office meetings must be something fierce, an epic collision between tradition and reinvention. Trying to hold on to the glory of 2010, the emotional triumph of 2020 in the bubble, and simultaneously erase the sting of post-2021 frustrations that no Lakers fan can forget. Remember the gut punches, the blown finals leads, the endless injury frustrations, the heartbreak losses to the Warriors, who have refused to bow down. The Nuggets reminding us that youth and grit can dethrone giants, even the Suns and Mavs plotting their own takeovers of Western Conference real estate. This impending Lakers shakeup, it's like a grand game of dominoes stretching across the West. If the Lakers make the right move now, it could send shockwaves strong enough to rattle those opponents' plans, knock down chains of dominance, and reestablish LA as the city that never backs down. But what if they fumble? What if the risk turns into regret? Picks get traded for promises that never materialize. Locker rooms get fractured by tension and unmet expectations. Lakers fans have been through those moments when nerves fray, voices rise at courtside, and you scream at the TV like the whole damn franchise depends on your energy, because it always does. It's high stakes, no doubt, and with every rumor whispered and every contract signed, the pressure cooker heats up. The Lakers are more than a team. They're a symbol of hope and heartbreak, a living legacy in the chaos of the NBA's current power scramble. The question is not just whether the front office can pull off a masterstroke trade or sign the next big star, but whether this fragile collection of legends, youth, and hopefuls can rise above the noise, the injuries, and the relentless grind of a season where every possession can tip the scales between redemption and ruin. This is a story that's being written with sweat, pain, ambitions, and heartbreak, but also with fire, that pure, unbreakable Lakers spirit. Imagine a world where this gritty rebuild spawns a championship run so fierce, so unforgettable, it silences the doubters once and for all. Or imagine the alternative, another near miss, another round of what could have been, another heartbreaking fade into the long shadow cast by the stars who wore purple before. As a Laker till the day I die, here's how I see it this moment right here, this turbulent off-season. It's make or break. The front office has the blueprint and the bankroll, but it's the chemistry on the hardwood, the health of the leadership of Reeves, and the twilight sermons from LeBron that will write the final chapter. I'm betting my heart on that. Underdog energy and the unshakable hunger to punch back at destiny. Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear from every true believer in purple and gold. This is our time to roar, or our time to rule forever the balls in the Lakers' hands. Now, and don't stop there. Picture every whispered strategy in Venice Beach turning into a seismic play that rattles Staples Center's rafters. Imagine Jeannie Buss leaning into that boardroom table as a new power broker lays out a chimera of blockbuster signings, draft night gambles, and mid-season trades that could pivot this franchise from hopeful to historical overnight. Feel the tremor of possibility in every corner of L.A., from the echoing alleyways behind the arena where street ball legends swap rumors to the high-rise suites where Hollywood stars hold their breath at the thought of a title parade down Figueroa. What if this infusion of capital and cunning tips the scales so dramatically that rival G-Miz wake up in cold sweats, wondering if they should dismantle their rosters just to keep pace? And beyond the flashy headlines lies a deeper current. Could a reimagined Lakers identity, one that embraces post-up grit, relentless perimeter defense, and fearless youth movement, actually redefine modern NBA archetypes? Might this team become the blueprint for a new generation, teaching other franchises to balance marquee megastars with relentless energy players who close out games with the same ferocity that starts riots in the stands? As we brace for this seismic shift, remember that legacies are forged in moments like these, moments when the air crackles with expectation, when every trade rumor feels like an omen, when fans feel the electricity in their bones and the pounding in their chests. So let's lean in, Lakers Nation, because if this gamble pays off, we'll witness a renaissance that radiates far beyond Southern California, inspiring generations to come. And if it fails, well, let's just say the echoes of this all-season will haunt us long after the final buzzer sounds.